covering Northern California. You're watching Action News Now, coverage you can count on.
New at noon, a loaded gun leads to 2 arrests at a Corning hotel. A large controlled burn sending a lot of smoke into the air in Shasta County as firefighters work to control lightning fires in a number of mountain areas. And the latest on the battle over ICE raid protests in Los Angeles and the federal military response. New at noon, ICE raids and protests over the federal immigration crackdown have many communities on edge right now. Corning police are working to quell false rumors on social media. The police department says a search warrant was served this morning at a known drug location outside its jurisdiction, and their facility was used as a staging area. Police say false rumors online suggested ICE was conducting raids in Corning and said that this kind of information, or should we say misinformation, creates unnecessary fear and confusion. We will hear more from Police Chief Craig Bassett on this and about when ICE has conducted operations there on tonight's news. More lightning fires to report overnight in the mountain areas. Fire crews have contained the Slough fire in Siskiyou County at 3 acres. It started off Louis and Slough roads in Gazelle. Firefighters remained on scene for several hours, mopping up. Work continues toward containment of 2 other fires in Siskiyou County. The Table Rock fire outside Montague, that's burned 99 acres and is now 20% contained. And the Shasta fire near Big Springs. That fire stands at about 5.5 acres with 60% containment. Now to the Miller Fire in the Shasta Trinity National Forest. The fire has burned 20 acres between South Fork Mountain and the South Fork of the Trinity River. The U.S. Forest Service says the lightning fire started Monday. The fire is burning in steep, brushy terrain, and that work continues today to make sure it stays within containment lines. There is more progress to report on the Reading fire in Trinity County. It is now 90% contained at 47 acres. That fire started Sunday night near Douglas City on Reading Creek Road at Highway 3. CAL FIRE says crews will continue working today on mop-up operations. Happening right now, CAL FIRE crews are conducting a large vegetation management burn in Shasta County. Take a look. This is from the Rainbow Lake Alert California camera. You can see the smoke coming from it. It involves burning about 587 acres of grass and light brush at the county dump off Clear Creek Road. The goal is to reduce wildfire risk and provide training. Fire officials say you can expect to see smoke in the Igo area and beyond, so there's no need to report smoke in that area. Well, this is a live lookout from the Bunch Grass Lookout California Alert camera as we look out over Lake Margaret in Shasta County, and that's an absolutely beautiful sight. Court here now with the very latest on your forecast.
That's right, Linda, and the view overhead from the valley right now. This is the Hamilton City camera on the eastern edge of Glenn County, looking to the east over Butte County and up into the northern Sierra. Just blue skies above right now. You can see a little haze out there. There are some controlled burns happening. Meanwhile, overhead, no clouds in sight. And the potential for thunderstorm activity is now off to our northeast, so that does not look to return later on today. And that's good news for our fire danger compared to the last couple of afternoons. 73 degrees in Chico right now. Sunny skies, wind out of the southeast at 3 miles an hour. It looks like this data may be a little stale. That should be updated very shortly. 82 degrees right now for Redding with sunny skies. Currently 80 degrees in Red Bluff with sunshine. And right now Orville 76 degrees with sunny skies. So very pleasant out there for your noon hour. Fire danger forecast for today. High temperatures topping out upper 80s to mid 90s in the valley. So a nice drop compared to yesterday. Southeast wind at 10 miles an hour and humidity dipping to as low as 25%. All combined, fire danger moderate for today. Great news, best news of all, no thunderstorm activity projected. So that is fantastic. Linda, coming up in just a couple of minutes, I'll be breaking down how warm it's going to end up in your backyard this afternoon, how long this milder heat's sticking around, and what you need to know to plan ahead for that all-important Father's Day weekend forecast.
All right, thank you, Court. New at noon, Corning police say 2 people were arrested on weapons charges at a local hotel. Police say they were called to the Holiday Inn Express about a man seen pulling a gun out front and then putting it back into his waistband as he entered the lobby. Officers say the suspects denied it, but video footage confirmed it. Officers say they found a loaded gun hidden in the hotel room. Alexis Hunter and Joshua Rosa, both of Arizona, were arrested on multiple weapons violations. Shasta County Sheriff's detectives arrested a man they say uploaded child sexual abuse material onto a website to distribute it. The Major Crimes Unit launched an investigation last month into Ethan Mercer of Millville, and after serving a search warrant at his home, seized several electronic devices as evidence. Detectives arrested him yesterday. Mercer is being held on $100,000 bail. New details in the search for a missing man from Redding. Police tell us 21-year-old Lesnar Cardenas had his phone with him, but they haven't been able to pick up a signal. Cardenas went missing after crashing his car in the Redding area almost 2 weeks ago on May 29th. Police learned he took a cab to Mount Shasta on the night of the crash. The driver said Cardenas had backpacking gear with him, and he was dropped off at the trailhead to Avalanche Gulch on Mount Shasta. The search and rescue team looked for him in that area Friday and Saturday with no luck. If you see Cardenas, you're asked to call Redding Police or the Siskiyou County Sheriff's Office. A curfew has been issued for part of downtown Los Angeles amid protests against the Trump administration's immigration crackdown. Danya Bacchus shows us the battle brewing between Governor Newsom and the president over federal intervention.
Authorities in Los Angeles are calling their new curfew a success following another night of protest against President Trump's immigration crackdown. The partial curfew, which took effect Tuesday night, impacts 1 square mile of a city that's over 500 square miles, where demonstrators are making their voices heard.
People are being picked up off the street. They're being snatched up out of Home Depots and Walmarts.
Over the past few days, the LAPD has carried out more than 300 arrests amid isolated instances of violence and looting.
If you do not live or work in downtown LA, avoid the area.
This morning, Attorney General Pam Bondi revealed the Trump administration will seek to prosecute looters at the federal level.
If you loot a store, we are going to charge you with robbery under the Hobbs Act, and you're looking at maximum 20 years in prison.
The development comes just days after President Trump mobilized 4,000 National Guard troops to secure federal buildings in LA and 700 Marines, now stationed more than 20 miles away.
We don't need the National Guard, and they're not here to help us right now. They're here to facilitate what the federal agencies are doing on the immigration front.
California Governor Gavin Newsom shared those sentiments.
We do not want our streets militarized by our own armed forces.
A federal judge is set to hold a hearing Thursday over the governor's request to block the Trump administration from using troops in LA. Danya Bacchus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Protests over President Trump's deportation raids are also happening in other states, including Texas, where the governor there says that he will deploy the National Guard. The city of Chico has announced the next round of illegal homeless camp clearouts. It includes the northwest corner of Eaton and Cohasset roads, with 2 occupied and 5 abandoned campsites. Now, this is outside the alternative camp that's operated by the city. The bike path between East Eaton Road and East Lassen Avenue is also targeted to be cleared, even though only 1 campsite has been documented there. And Bidwell Park is once again on the radar, with 3 illegal camps and 6 abandoned campsites. 7-day notices will be delivered Friday. Happening today, the town of Paradise asking for your input on plans to expand Rowe Road to provide another evacuation route. The town engineer and public works director said the expansion will add a new road to help with evacuations in emergencies. You can see from a map that we're about to show you, I think, that the plan is to connect Rowe Road, there it is, to Clark and to Pence Roads, and then continue the stretch the other direction to the Skyway. The meeting takes place tonight at Town Hall on Skyway starting at 6. You can also attend the meeting online and submit comments. Just head to our website, look under News, and then News Links. Still ahead today, one of the world's most beloved and influential musicians has died, Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys. And some guests, a guest I should say, join us next with details of a show and shine and a Chico tradition dating back decades that helps local children.